guys, Frank here, your virtual general aviation aviator, and I am in the AKD Studios GLF 650, or the Gulfstream 650, doing a flight from Raleigh-Durham to Atlanta, Georgia, carrying 11 passengers, and we've got the plane ready to go. We've got a flight plan entered, and it's a good day to fly. So yeah, let's see. So let's get our taxi light on, which it is, and we are ready to taxi. Why don't we make this a say intentions flight? So let's get that started up. So I guess the first thing we need to do is grab our ADAS and see if we can get an ADAS. Tune this radio here. In fact, 123.8, so I should be hearing it now. One. Shoot, at the volume is turned up. Yep. I think they got the volume. Well, I don't see a volume knob on that. See, make sure that the volume at the cell is turned up. Yeah, it should be getting it. Okay, always something that goes awry. All right, but that's okay. We can get it. We are in a sim, so I can get it this way. So the METAR is KRDU, winds 010 at 3, 10 statute miles, scattered at 6,000, broken at 8,500, temperature 21, dew point 12, altimeter 30.22. So let's dial in the altimeter, 30.22, and right now it's in hex Pascal, and I'm not a Pascal man, so go to PDF, go to ADI, get Faro, and that in inches, and that should fix that. And 30.22. I know that's hard to see. I was hoping that on this new version, he would darken this color up a little bit so that it would be easier to see. Even if it's not real to life, it does need to be darkened up some. All right, let's clear these warnings. And aircraft on big, speed brake extended, get the speed brake out. Still got some cleaning up here to do. Turn this power off. And let's see what else do we get. We've got taxi lights on, ground spoilers on, and parking brake is on. All right, so we are ready to taxi. Let's release our we're not ready to taxi. Let's set out parking brake. All right. Let's see if say intentions would give us, allow us to get a clearance delivery. All right. So we go to the clearance delivery frequency, which is 120.1. And yeah, so let's see if that works. Raleigh clearance, mic check. Let's see. Raleigh clearance, mic check. And that's not working. Let me just drag this over here, and I'm gonna share with you what I'm attempting to do. But yeah, now you can see it. So, ADOS is 128.3. Yeah, pop that in, and that should auto-tune the radio for me, which it does, but I'm just not getting anything. And 120.1 is the frequency for clearance delivery. 120.1, I'm not getting anything there. Let's see if I can get anything on ground. All right, so let's go to ground. And then my keyboard up, wait. And ground is point, shucks, where's ground? Looking 0.7. And I scrolled all the way past 0.7 and 121.7. Let's put that in. Raleigh ground, mic check. No joy. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. One thing that I can try is to check my controls. I mean, not that part, not that part. Headset, that's what I want. Mic test. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Okay, so that works. And mic check, mic check. Yeah, that's enough mic checking.
This is what content sounds like.
This is what content sounds like.
So that's working.
This is what the intercom sounds like.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try one Raleigh ground radio check. Yeah, it's not working. So this is a brand new plane. I don't know whether it's the airplane or what. All I can say is it's not working. So that's okay. We're gonna go without ATC. We could use Fly Shirley. Yeah, let's just pop Fly Shirley up. I almost feel like I'm treat Fly Shirley as a consolation, but I'm not. All right. So here, and that else. Once I get a little bit more defined color. All right, so, you know, I am not going to use Fly Shirley because whenever I'm talking to you guys, then Shirley listens and responds, and as much fun as it is, it can be annoying sometimes. All right, so give me some breakaway thrusts here. Put out the brakes. Right, you check, see if I got charts in, and I do. So, thought that I had set this up so that my static elements were not on. My charts are on. Let me just make sure the static is on. They're on. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, can't go anywhere with those charts on, right? Fortunately, ground didn't make me shut the engines down and remove the charts. Of course, I wouldn't real life. But anyway, start the taxi roll now. Taxi roll, tootsie roll. All right, so our flight level today is going to be, that's not working. It's going to be flight level 380, I believe. But out of Raleigh-Durham, they're always, well, usually you always get fly maintain 6 or 4. So we're just set at 6. 142, I think, was our rotate speed. I should have did all this. I meant to do all this before I started the report. Yeah. Big stuff. So, those big dogs. Skating 127. Okay. And I think I recall with this airplane is always going to be 1 takeoff speed plus 20. At least I think it was with the 550. So let's just make this 147. All right, and that's our minimum speed on one engine. And we're on my L now. And yeah. Ready. So I think we got our MCP set up and got into our, you know what? I'm at the wrong stupid runway. Distinctly recall that I was going to be going to runway 5. So that's what my plan is calling for. Let's double check that. Flight plan. Way 5 left. Yep. Okay, so runway is 12,000 feet. So it's over 2 miles long. And so I want to get near a brisk taxi, but I don't want to go too fast. Right now, I am taxiing way too fast at 33 knots. And the reason I know I'm at 33 knots, because I see my ground speed. So my throttles are set to idle detent. And rather than using my brakes to slow down, just gonna see if the aircraft will slow down because of the grade. I did lose 1 knot, ground speed 32 now. Back up 33, so I'm gonna apply just a little brake and get down below 30, get to 30 up below. And we just about got this 2 miles covered. Yes, we do. It's hard to make taxiing interesting. I remember to show you guys what the aircraft looked like from the outside. So yeah, this is the GLL for the Gulfstream 650, the big brother to the 550. And I think this aircraft, I know it has I don't really know a lot about this aircraft. I don't know if it's faster. I think it's faster than the 550. Pretty sure it is. What I'm not sure is whether or not it's bigger than the 550. I got a tiller here. And I want to say yes, it is bigger than the 550. Okay, so we're back and holding it short. And even though I got traffic global, let me just make sure ain't nothing on bound. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the other runway ain't in use. But don't see anything coming. See anything out there. I don't see my labels cycling, so apparently my labels are not on. But yeah, let's go ahead and get configured for taxi. For takeoff, strobes, you come on, landing lights, you come on. We can arm this guy here and set our transponder. And go to RATA. And yeah. And we can take the runway. Giving it a little throttle. And maybe I should give it more of a shot. Like so. All right, so let's get lined up here. All right, didn't set my flaps. Flaps 20 is what I'm looking for. So I'm looking at this little gauge here. And got it set for 20, just waiting on those flaps to come in. Now, this is not as sharp as I would like for it to be. But I'm okay with it. So my flap indicator stopped before it got to 20. So that's a bug. All right. So yeah, we found our first bug. So we'll report that. All right. Let's give it takeoff throttle. And hold on. Okay. Didn't set my, apparently I didn't set my trim correctly. Right up. Oh, this there. Don't tell me I got a door open. No? Okay, it was telling me my gear door was open. But right, so it's got me up at 160. All right, let's do the V-nails. And let V-now take us to Atlanta. Autopilot engaged. And that's another behavior that I noticed. When you engage the autopilot, if it's not directly on course, then it's jumping in way too fast. Now I got auto throttle turned on, and it's kind of hard to see, but in here you see AT1 and AP1. So that's how I know my auto throttle is engaged. All right, but we should be flying according to the how should I say, MCP, the flight plan. So I'm expecting this to jump up to 50 at some point, since we're on feed now. Maybe I have to get to Qatar. Let me go ahead. Well, I know, yeah, I think it's gonna let me have control until I get to Qatar, maybe? Nope. All right, I'm not sure how this is working, but we're getting there. Oh man, look at RDU. And I recall that we had some clouds at 8,500, if my memory serves. All right, see them flaps there. So let's get those flaps up all the way. So my flaps is what was keeping my speed down. Playing as smart than I am. All right, so now that I've got those flaps off, it is free to speed on up to the assigned speed that the MCP has assigned it. Now, for whatever reason, I went through and painstakingly set my speeds for my arrival, because everything was set at 250 all the way down to the time I reached the runway. And even 130 here is probably, well, that's probably about right. Anyway, so yeah, so these speeds were set manually. I did use the altitudes that the flight plan pulled from the database, but I'm not sure why it didn't set my speeds. And I've flown this plane enough to know that that's something that I may just have to do every time. I need to jump into the AKD Discord and find out. Because I don't stream, so, well, I'm not streaming. Not that I don't stream, but I'm not streaming, so I'm not going to have the benefit of having you guys pop in and tell me what I could do to make the flight go better. All right. So yeah, now it's just a matter of flying the plane. And should stay at 6,000 until tour. Or let's see, once I get, well, actually, looks like I would be okay. Oh, I know what's holding me at 6,000, and that's my altitude set. So yeah, let's go ahead and climb this guy on up to our final flight altitude, which is 38, flight level 380. This aircraft has a service ceiling of 51,000 feet, a flight level 510, and Sembry suggested 430, but relatively Atlanta is pretty close to me, so I didn't see any need to go 530. Let's see if Yeah, 10,000. It jumped to 300 knots. Happy with that. Let's get these lights off. Strobe can come off. Landing lights and taxi can come off. So can the lake. The logo light and seatbelt sign should have been on. You know, I've had 3 or 4 false starts trying to follow checking this, and I just don't have that checklist discipline. It's smoking on. Okay, I'm happy with that. And actually, I can scroll the mouse to change the set here. And I think the reason I can scroll the mouse because I believe that up under this, well, so I say, I believe that there's a touchpad or something somewhere in this airplane, or maybe the pilots can actually reach up and touch this to pull up stuff. The airports. Let's see what else all we got. Radar. And that's it. In order to get radar, I think I have to go to weather here. Keep it on weather's there. And I should be able to check this off. Nope. A lot of what I'm trying to do in this plane, I'm trying to base off the other plane, G550, and may not be even doing that correctly. So, yeah. But it looks like it's like the radar work. I don't think there's any radar. Okay, the PCAS the traffic does show, and I think the radar works too. I don't know why it's not working here. More will be revealed. So, and I say at some point I'll figure it out. All right. So yeah. And climb on up to flight level 380. And the airplane actually looks like it's doing fine. So let's go and take a gander in the back. Hey, that's it. Yep. And then seen somebody do this part here before. So let me learn, right? There is supported with March. I changed it to March. Make that things. That'll allow me to move faster, I do believe. Yeah, much, maybe even too fast. Right, so, oh man, look at the texturing on this countertop. And I don't see a lot in here that you can actually do yet. I think the G550 is modeled. A lot more stuff works in the G550, but like I said, this aircraft is brand new, and hey, when I do that, in that W key will always bring you back to the pilot seat. And that's exactly what I did, and now I'm back at being able to walk with a medium speed, but large was too fast, so you just keep it on medium. All right, 1,000 to go. I heard my 1,000 to go before we reach cruising altitude. And this is the back of the airplane. Everything looks nice. Now in the G550, there was a lot of stuff that I could do stuff in the cabin, like play music, which I thought was really, really cool. And I don't see any controls that would allow me to, well, okay, remove some controls here. Okay, so I can turn the door. Okay, looks like it's working. Yeah, there's the light. And this is the gas burner. Then, whatever it is, it's not modeled. And whatever this is, it's not modeled. But if that's a speaker, then that may, in music, not sure. But yeah. So, hey, I did it again. But that's enough for the back. Well, we had cruise, so what the heck? Might as well go back there, you know? I think I got
Unable to find UID 19.
I think I got a key that'll get me back here. Yeah, that one did. Got a key that gets me back there so I can look out the window. Right. So let's see if this door is modeled so I can open it. Did it move? Yeah, it is. All right. Come hit that W key. And oh man, nice modern effects on that seat. Yeah, that's a better looking sink than I got in my house. And I guess that would be a leaded mirror, reflect the toilet, I think. Well, explain reflections have a story about that. Basically, that means that explain doesn't do reflection very well. It's button see if the toilet was flushable. And yep, it is. Just can't get the top open all the way. So, yeah. But yep, toilet does flush. And storage. You know, if you got rowdy kids, you can lock them in here during the flight. Just joking, guys. I am just joking. But yeah, if you can do have a place where you can put luggage that needs to stay temperature controlled. I don't know, maybe if you had a cat too, that, well, I guess a cat could ride up in the front in the cat carrier. But yeah, I'm hoping to get the idea of what I'm trying to do. If you got something that, oh, making a turn, I'm gonna jump back in the pilot seat. And we're at Shepherd. Yep, so that concludes our our departure leg, and we're definitely now in our cruise mode. So yeah, and up, it's let me know that I left that door open. Front baggage door is open. Whiz, that means I need to go and close it. So let's make that happen. So that's interesting that that is modeled. So in the background, I got long arms. Then you go. Close the bathroom door, even though I didn't say anything about the bathroom door. And yeah, go. So yeah, there are some things that need to be reported, mainly the seat. And there was another bug that I ran across. Oh yeah, the flaps indicator. So yeah. So I am going to report that right now, actually. Yeah. Pause, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the bugs reported. 10 minutes. Yeah. Life is good. All I would be doing now in this flight is monitoring the radios and changing from frequency to frequency. You know, that sound is alive and kicking. I should have did a rat sim flight. Didn't think about it. And I do not like attempting a rat sim flight from when I'm at flight levels. If I was at 3,000 feet, it would be realistic to get a clearance and to pick up a plane, but not at flight level. Of course, with that sound, sometimes you can't help but pick up a flight plan at flight level when the controller comes on when you're at flight level, but that's not the case here. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to hold tight until we get closer to our approach phase, or our top of descent, or near our top of descent. And I'll check in with you guys in a few. All right. Looks like I've started my, man, I missed my top of descent big time. And whenever that happens, there's little that I can do to salvage the flight, except for either backing myself way out of the way, which I'm gonna have to do in this case because I'm too high. I'm just now get down and I'm way too high to even think about doing with too hard to even think about doing it with what am I trying to say? 360s. All right. So let's go to hidden. Let's first. Let's think I hit, but I didn't. We'll swing out this way. All right, so now I got a message that says stand by. What does this stand by? Oh, that's weather. That's how I need to shoot. Yeah, before, you guys may remember when I was messing with weather. All right, so see if we can get down and see, still it'd be about 7,000 or above. So once we get down, we'll go out until we get down to about 15,000 feet, and then we'll come back in. At least that's the plan. And would be, let's see, let me go ahead and get the altimeter for Atlanta. Do what I can do to stay ahead of the aircraft. I just got the biggest chuckle. So I am gonna share this with you guys. Let's see. Set this so it can play whatever's on my screen. Go to my browser, get it, and drag it over. That is so funny. That is so funny. I'm a Boeing guy, though. I love my Boeing. Look at the people in the Airbus are cool and calm. But that Boeing, that 737 looked like he's working. I think that's a 737. Good. Yeah, I can't tell. Probably the 737. I don't think you have to work so hard on the fly-by-wire type stuff. All right, enough of that. That was so cool. All right. So I'm descending through some moisture. And I'm still looking for the haters. Retard for Atlanta. I use the term retard and haters interchangeably sometimes, and technically they're two different things. The haters is airport information, include a lot more information, whereas the METAR is strictly just the weather. So, a tidbit there. Where am I looking for? I found METAR. KATL. Let me try ATOS. I have not found a website that gives me a ATOS yet. Now, I can get one for certain airports, but like I've got the FAA digital ADAS from digital ADAS cloud.io/KATL. Let's see, winds are 340 at 5, scattered at 14,000 feet. Clouds is scattered at 14,000 feet. Dew point, temperature 21, dew point 14, and the altimeter is 2030.23. And then it gives me, the runway closures and stuff, and taxiway closures, which is what an ADAS really would do. Looking at the arrival ADAS, and then anyway, yeah. So, but the biggest two things I need to know was my wind direction and my altimeter. All right, so I can go ahead and set my altimeter. Oh, I'm at 12 already? Gee whiz. Let's set my altimeter to 20, what was it, 30.32? Okay. And wow, I'm getting down a lot quicker than I thought I would. And why am I going so fast here? Let's go manual, and let's see if it dials back to that 160. That's much fast on that else. Right, and you go back towards the airport now. And I can actually level off here, so tell it to hold this, how to hold 8,000. And that ought to bleed off that speed. And how I cruise 50 for right now. Once I get closer to Atlanta, then I won't slow down to 200 or below, within 30 miles of the airport. Okay, so I should be on the way to Slapper, Sylvia.
Can you see me?
Sylvia. Okay, and T50 check. Oh man, I'm 51 nautical miles out. Tell you, I jumped into YouTube. And then, yeah, you see, good time to see, make sure that my arrival information is set up correctly. I got 111.3. And the localizer is 108.5 or 27 left, right? And I'm pretty sure I'm set up for 27 left. Let's double check that. Perth, not Perth. Let's go to landing and see what happened. 27 right is what I should have, is what I'm looking at. And so I got wrong chart pulled up. Yeah, 27 left. But let's get rid of that chart. Pull up 27 right. And don't have a cat approach for 27 right. Just a regular ILS localizer. All right, so 111.3. 111.3. Cool. And approach course 275. And that, not sure that I am gonna see the approach course. So I guess I'm gonna have to kind of trust that it's gonna dial that in correctly for me. Yeah, don't see a way that I can pre-check it. Not that there may be a way to pre-check it. I just may not know it. Wish they got these down. Okay, let's go ahead and get our landing lights on. Scrub lights to come on. And for whatever, just go ahead and turn out lights on, seatbelt sign on. And we will have that stuff out of the way. Okay, so what is this little guy here? Goodness. At least I can see how far I'm away and don't look like I'm headed to Sylvia either. So let's do this. Direct Sylvia. All right, now I'm looking down headed to Sylvia. Get that a caution, smoking seatbelt. Okay, I'll see what those are. Clear. Actually, that's not a caution. That's just information. The caution is usually amber. And I was 51 nautical miles away. Now I am 50 nautical miles away. So yeah, headed that way now. And so yeah, if that's why you always take on extra fuel. Every flight that I do, I take on 30 minutes of reserves and I take 30 minutes of extra. So all told, I should have at least an hour of extra fuel before I have to go to my alternate. Right. So I feel like I was just about to do something that was, I was gonna look for something and don't remember what it was. Okay. There's also in this airplane, I should be able to get a VNAV profile. And not sure how to get that VNAV profile. At least I think I should be able to get a VNAV profile. I don't think that is model. Wow. I didn't think that was working. In fact, I didn't even think there was a glass in it. Cage, done cage. Okay. So, training, still up. Yeah, uncaged and hold it back up. So I was thinking, if I hit that again, it bring it back down. '78, '60, and yeah, I get more precise data, but unless I can adjust these, and I think these are ultimately gonna have to do with the HUD for the light, but then, but right now they're not modeled, and I don't like the way this is looking. Hey, 36 nautical miles out, so I need to drop my speed down to 200. The HUD did help that. We're now 36 nautical miles from Sylvia. So Sylvia, I don't know how far out Sylvia reach, but once I get to Sylvia, then I want to be at what speed? 200 or below. Now that go up. FMS 32 nautical miles. That should come, yeah, it's coming down. And I'm showing 240 as this, oh, that's 250. So that's 249, 250. Yeah, that's why I want a better rendition of this. Okay. So the HUD is there. It's, one thing I can say about AKD Studios is they will not drop an aircraft, fix a few things, and then abandon, run on to the next project. Antonio, the lead developer, will stick with this airplane until he get it right, till he gets it to the point that he thinks it ought to be at. All right, so I can see us on the chart here. And this is the approach chart. So yeah, let me go ahead and dial the speed back now. And at a look ahead of 15 nautical miles, I can see Sylvia now. Let's change this one to, that's 25, that's 20. So we need the first officer at 20. Now, one thing I don't like about, and this has nothing to do with the modeling, this is the jet itself. One thing I don't like about certain jets or certain aircraft is that the dash or the flight deck sits so high up that you really can't see over the flight deck. So you really don't get very good ground view. I think in real life, this is probably the view that you would get. Of course, in real life, you could raise up and look out. But in real life, I think my head would be you know, unless I was a super tall person with a super long torso, I don't think I'd be up this high. But I'm gonna be up this high right now because number one, I can get a better view of what's in front of me, and number two, it's it helps with my situational awareness, so I can see. Let's see, let's compare. All right, this is normally the way I have it. And for looking out, I can only see that much. Now, if I go up, I can see a lot more. So maybe this is more realistic. I have to find some 650 videos and see what their perspective might look like. Of course, I won't be at the eye level of the captain or the first officer, so kind of will have to just look and kind of judge for myself. All right, so we shouldn't be in more than about 15 minutes to touchdown. So 15 plus, say 20, 30 plus 15, 30 plus 15, I mean 45. So yeah, maybe by 2045 or 2050, we should be wheels down. All right. And of course, it's cool to be able to see the traffic. So this guy is, it shows me an error. Now something I saw on somebody else's stream, there was some way that he was able to actually look at the traffic. I mean, and what I mean by look at the traffic, get rid of that. He could see the call sign. I mean, he could see a lot more what the shoot, I can't think of the ADB, the ABS. What is it called? ADS, ABS. Is that what it's called? Alps. Anyway, I could look and see, and I'm trying to recall. I want to be able to show that to you. But nose wheel, didn't know I had a nose wheel on and off, but kind of make me wonder when would anybody ever want to turn it off, but I guess if it's being told, work down, I don't. Let's see. GS and pivot. Get pivot. Okay, what in there? Stand by, don't want that. Recent, yeah. I only saw it once, and that was doing somebody's stream, and one of the guys who tested the lights, one of the guys who was working on it, showed, okay, so we're at Sylvia. All right, Sylvia, all right, so we can do it. bring this guy down and go to B now, see if it'll capture the plane. And why is it going to 250? I hit. Okay. No. I'm gonna override that until I get to this Badger and all right, 200 now. Well, that's still all right. Once I get that Madron, that should drop to 150 on the VNAVs. All right. So let's go. Okay, there we go. There we go. And let's drop this landing gear. Creates drag. Yeah, this is speed brake. What is that? All right. Yeah, I was trying to do a better job managing the speed. I got screwed. Spoilers. First, 140. Yeah, is that about runways? Yep. I have enjoyed the ponds here. It's close.
Too low, flaps, too low, flaps, too low, flaps, too low, terrain, 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 too low, flaps, too low, flaps, too low.
Okay, let's go to approach.
$2,500.
All right, so this is set for 180. It should slow down at 130 once we get the whole started. What is my flap set to? 10. And I can see 10 here, 10 there. Okay, so once I get the old star, I go to 20. Okay, should be on the localizer. For my name. I'm not seeing the speed come down. I think that speed went to 250. Going manual. We're going 135 here. All right, boy. Yeah. So when I cancel the autopilot, then is there an override to stop the alarm? That's sort of
1,000.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it my airplane. And I still got the auto throttle on. Kill the auto throttle. And it's all me now. It's all me.
500, 400, 300, 200,
Crosswind.
100, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5,
I got too slow. I could not raise my nose anymore. And this has an auto brake. Look at late put it on, but should have. Here want to mention that it has one. Right. And the LPO is 2 or 3 runways on the other side of the airport. So this was definitely the wrong side to land on. All right, let's pull up our. Oh, sweet. So we can stay on Delta. I think Delta would take us to the other side. Now I see these stripes here. I wonder if that means that I can't go through there. Let's find out. Oh, FLT. Ship. Lights, F, or flaps. Lights. And taxi and tram and transponder and anything that starts with a T. Tax light over, yep, tram. And I think that that it does do the autopilot automatically. Unless I see a do not enter or some marking that should tell me that I can't go this way, that I am gonna go this way because the LBO is way over here. So if I just stay on Delta, and it literally would take me right to the LBO. There, of course, I got a couple runways I got to cross. And yeah. So the Gulfstream G650. And I guess I can disarm these so that they will stay down. Okay. See the Atlanta skyline back there. All right, let's roll. All right, so you see, where I did look at the ADOS, and that ADOS is current, so on the right, I landed on the with the prevailing traffic. Whoa! Bad. We had an incident. Maybe even an accident. All right. So yeah. All right, so we're holding at runway 26 left. Clear. Somebody's on the roll. So watch this guy take off. All right, cleared across. Caution, wait, turbulence. Okay, nobody's coming on that side, so we'll go ahead and cross. Then cross this runway. Sometimes you can't really see the airplanes until they right up on you, but there's nothing out there to be concerned about. All right. And let's see where the FBO, oh yeah, I see the FBO sit over to our upper left. Welcome to Atlanta, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I need to find a marshaller. Anybody see him? I don't see him. Let's get our taxi light off. And move a little closer. And I guess I won't be giving them any tips. They don't even think enough of me to send out a marshaller. Shame on you, Atlanta. All right, so they will park right here. And can't call the car to come get these passengers till my engines were shut down. And if I was a good pilot, I would have remembered to start my APU before I landed. Actually, I'm waiting on the ready light. So while waiting on that, guess I could stop off. There is my red light. Start. Right. Continue with the turn off and set my brakes. Stuff. All right. will go light and go off. These got icing can go off. And engine bleeds can go off. Don't need them anymore. My APU is on, so I can turn these engines off and can it shift? I will switch over to the APU bus. I like the way the TOLUS switches over from bus to bus. You can see it. I think that's pretty cool. All right. Let's turn off the emergency stuff here, so that should be timing out as we speak. Turn out the DUs. And lo and behold, I still have to call. Well, just turn off the engine. Around the fuel, I think is where I need to go to get the call, the bus to get the passengers. Okay. And I can go ahead and open the door up. So that would be ground. Main door. And let's get a GPU outside. I can turn off the APU. Stop. And yeah, all right. So you just waiting on the AKD bus to come, and it will show up momentarily. So guys, I hope that I was able to show you a little bit about the AKD Studios GLL650, better known as the Gulfstream 650. It's an awesome aircraft, a lot of fun to fly, and I'm sure that as time goes on, it's gonna become more and more immersive. I do miss the features that I found in the cabin that's in the GLL550, like being able to play music and that kind of stuff, even though that's not something I do very often. Yeah, you guys get out of the airplane. Yeah, so they can go. And at this point, and let them go. Of course, managing this stuff is can be a lot of fun, or it could not be. All right, release the brakes so that they can tow the aircraft out of the way, and I can go ahead and kill all the power. And to do that, I just need to come off, but I can go ahead and turn the batteries off and let them come get their GPU. And of course, I would have to close the door from the outside, but yeah. And while they drive away, I can walk to the FBO and call me an Uber and spend some time in Atlanta until they are ready to go. All right, guys, so, you know, one thing about simming, even for an old fogey like me, it allows me to use some imagination. As if I wasn't simming, I would probably use very little of my imagination. So it's keeping me young. All right, guys, until next time.
Y'all come back now. Cheers.